What's going on, guys? Here's the couch again. You've got Matt, you've got Nick. Hope you're all having a good day. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it.
Please do.
Um, but more importantly, we're here for the good stuff.
Yeah, how you doing, Matt?
I am feeling great. I'm doing great. Uh, Today, big day for us.
Yeah, something happened.
Venom. Venom with a big trailer drop. Um, so, as I'm sure you guys know, they announced a Venom sequel called Venom with There Be Carnage. And lucky us, today, this wonderful Tuesday, Monday, oh my God, got to see the trailer. So what did you think?
I like the music right off the bat. I think it was a good choice. It's kind of got me like a
Got you a little hyped?
slow,
A little
sad,
hyped?
dark feeling of hype because these movies I think are supposed to be a little bit
Darker?
sad and dark and
Yeah.
full of murder and blood and gore, which is great. I didn't catch the rating though. I'll have to circle back. I hope it's R. I
Yeah, it kind of feels and reminds me of like the uh, Old Man Logan movie,
yeah,
which
that
would be
was
kind
awesome.
of cool.
Yep, I could take that. And it's what do we open up with? We open up with Tom Hardy's face, feeling Eddie Brock's face, feeling like Venom's a nuisance. And
Yeah.
I can see how it's like kind of like a little brother relationship
So
where
I
you
think it'll be
bring him around
cool.
everywhere you
I
go.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool where like they'll have a chance to kind of push the boundaries of what like the symbiote relationship is for Eddie.
Yep.
Um, which I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I think it'll be contrasted with Cletus and Carnage as they kind of get introduced in the movie.
Yeah.
Um, but you're right, like that first trailer scene where he's like, or like Venom's like making the breakfast. It's like, dude, like what am I watching right now? This is a comedy. Like what?
Yeah, very, very Deadpool vibes, right?
Yes, very much so. And even in the first movie, like they treated Venom as more of like a almost like an anti-hero more so than the villain.
Right. That's
Um,
right. You were rooting for him.
yeah, well, sort of, yeah. Like, uh, I think that's Sony's distinction to make, and they decided that the anti-hero was a better option.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure Marvel would do the same thing, but I mean, it worked out, right? The first movie was pretty solid.
Yep.
Um,
You have to make a second.
that's all you need, right?
I don't know how much
Um,
it is nowadays, but
Yeah. So what'll be cool is to see, kind of like Cletus and Carnage. So, as I'm sure you know, like obviously for our viewers, Cletus at one time in the comics was Eddie Brock's jail cell roommate. Eventually gets the symbiote called Carnage, who is technically like the offspring of Venom. Um, and where you might see Eddie Brock and kind of Venom more of like an anti-hero in this universe. Um, Cletus is a serial killer. Carnage has almost no rules, so it's almost like think about the way Venom and Eddie Brock work together. It's almost like madness, but within reason for like a specific goal. When I think about Carnage and I think about Cletus Cassidy, I think about uh, death. I think about randomness. I think about craziness. I think about like gore, blood, for no reason at all except to have fun. Um, so, like you said, I really hope they kind of go for the whole like bloody, gory aspect of this, uh, because I think it'd be a wasted opportunity, honestly, if they didn't do that.
I wonder if it gets to the point where Cletus and Carnage are almost competing to see which one can be more Carnage and more violent. So that maybe if Carnage is too much, Cletus wants out, but then it's too late. I'm wondering what kind of, because clearly, I mean, you saw that clip at the end of the trailer. They have a great design going for
Oh,
Carnage.
it's
He
stellar.
looks great. He looks a bit more complex than Venom, which for some
He
reason
looks scarier.
looks like a better fighter, and it looks a lot more intimidating. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I wonder how could Venom possibly get the best of this Carnage, and I think it's going to be through some kind of mental tactic or emotional tactic, and the weakness of its host.
You know what? I have the whole plot for you ready.
Yeah.
We start off breakfast. Eddie not getting along with Venom.
Yep.
They have a rocky relationship, etc. They're pushing back and forth like family, back and forth. Whereas you got Cletus and Carnage are kind of like on the same wavelength.
Yep.
Both kind of have fun and kill people and just like go on a rampage.
Just doing college stuff.
Just doing college things, fooling around, walking around like, oh, big wide, you know.
Big Red.
Uh, and I think like you said rightfully, I think that the at one point the way for Venom and Eddie to win will be like more of like a mental tactic than like a physical one.
Gotta be.
It must be. It's got to be. Come
It's,
on.
it's gotta be some kind of weakness of Carnage. As a Rid.
Um, yeah, for sure. And I think that'll be cool to see because I feel like the first one wasn't so like didn't really go into that much, and I think that in the sequel they'll really have a chance to like really expand upon the relationship they have to a higher extent. I think.
I hope so. I hope they take the time because I feel like we didn't get a whole lot of origin from Eddie Brock last time. A
Yeah.
lot of what's going on now in his life instead of
Maybe it was
what got him.
purposeful.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit more of the background of the symbiote species would be nice as well. But
Yeah.
main goal for me at least, see how this gets tied into Marvel. How
Oh my God.
it's Marvel obviously, but how does it get tied
You know what? If I
against
went online right now, I bet you I can find different sources that say one would say that this is in the Marvel universe, and
Mhm.
one would say that it was not.
I agree with
I don't
that.
think it's clear, to be honest. I
I
really
don't think
don't.
so either. People feel different ways about Sony producing movies and it's not part of the MCU and Marvel saying whether it is or not. It just doesn't have the vibe of the original Venom that we know from the comics of
Yeah,
being
I
an absolute
I,
villain.
I really agree with you. I think I don't want to say they ruined Venom, but like Venom is to me at least an iconic Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, straight away.
He's not like very redeemable. Maybe in some certain scenarios where he has to fight Carnage, sure, but overall he is a mean, nasty MFer, and like I don't see a world where like this anti-hero of Carnage of Venom, excuse me, like coexists in the
Where does he
Marvel
fit?
Cinematic Universe.
That's right. Who does he interact with? Who does he
Yeah,
fight with? Who
I
does he
I
team
don't
up with?
know.
Doesn't make much sense.
Um, and I don't know, man. It doesn't. I'm glad the movies are doing well, but it almost feels like a waste that they're not like more traditional Marvel movies.
Yeah. And a big problem with some superhero movies as of late is that they're making some really OP, overpowered supervillains and superheroes. So say
Yeah,
you throw Venom into the MCU. I'm sure you've thought of this before. If he were to fight against Spider-Man, who's coming out on top?
I don't think it's close at the
I don't
moment.
think it's close. I think Venom,
Not even close.
even with all this Iron Man technology that he has, that Venom, I almost said suit, is OP.
I I struggle to see a world where Spider-Man, where the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man can defeat Venom in any scenario.
I agree with that. I mean, just on pure size.
Um, Now, having said all that, I am still excited for the film.
Yes,
The
no doubt.
first one was pretty good. And really the biggest story involving Venom is Carnage and like that like kind of like back and forth. So I have really high hopes for this. I think the action will be crazy. Um, it may get a bit hectic trying to like follow the Venom versus Carnage on screen
And
if
any
they're
other
like
notes they might introduce along the
yeah
way.
that's totally true. Yeah, if they introduce other symbiotes, it's possible. Um, so super excited for this. The trailer, like please check it out. It looks like it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's a beast. Um, Woody Harrelson is playing Cletus. That'll be sweet. Woody Harrelson's a boss.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're super excited. I think both of us. There is some skepticism, of course, but yeah. At least for
Yeah, for
mine, I'm
sure.
super excited. How about you?
Yeah, I'm excited. No doubt I'm going to see it. Interesting that it will only be in theaters, and
Yeah, I saw that. That was
they
interesting.
were very blunt with that.
Yeah, I don't know where the world would be when this comes out.
Yeah. I actually didn't even pay attention to the date. I'm assuming it's like 7 months from now, maybe a year, but I guess I have high hopes.
September, I think.
September. So we got
You know what's funny is that
months.
this will not be out on Disney Plus,
Yes.
like other Marvel properties.
Yeah. Well, won't receive as much love. I feel like
I
as
would give
much
it a shot.
attention. I guess I
Yeah,
can't
I
say
don't
love.
think so. Um, but hey, that's all from us at Heroes of the Couch.
Thanks for tuning in,
Thanks for
guys.
tuning in. As always, check us out on Spotify. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it.
Yeah, check
We'll
us
be
out.
here. We'll be on the couch, hanging out, throwing back some
Being
beers,
heroes.
watching some TV shows, watch some trailers. Yeah, we out.
We
Take
see you
care.
guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Watch yourselves.